first pitch is moments away here in Miami. It's the Mets and the Marlins. Next. MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball brings us to the great state of Florida and Marlins Park in Miami. It's the finale of this three-game series between the New York Mets and the Marlins. Hello again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to Marlins Baseball on the Show. I'm joined by Eric Harris and Steve Lyons. And Eric, let's give the folks at home a look at what's happened in the first two games of the series.
Yeah, you see, we're even at a game apiece. Yesterday afternoon's game was a fun one to watch, and I think this one should be equally entertaining.
We'll hear plenty more from the guys moving forward, but before we do, let's have a look at the starting lineup for the visiting New York Mets, as their order will read like this. They'll match it up against the big fella, as you see the numbers right there for the right-hander Matt Latos. Dilson Herrera will step to the plate now as we're ready to get this one underway.
Leading off the afternoon for the Mets, second baseman, Dilson Herrera.
Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch today is taken for strike one. Eric, you take a look at the home nine as they enter play here this afternoon. They've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
And they've upped that lead in the division even further. Put some serious distance between them and the rest of the pack, so they're well on their way to playing October baseball.
And a good 2-strike breaking ball there, but this will wind up missing. It's 1-2. And both pitchers will have to contend with the heat here. 97 degrees at first pitch. The right-hander deals on 1-2. And now a slider is swung on and missed, and the leadoff man is set down to open up the ballgame. So the leadoff man is taken care of to start our finale here this afternoon. And with that, let's give you a look at the Miami D. It's brought to us by Majestic. If it happens in baseball, it happens in Majestic. Chris Owings will stand in, and he wasn't much of a factor yesterday as he took an 0 for 4 in the loss. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1.
And he's tracking that all the way across the plate, but that had too much sweep to it for him to think of swinging.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
And if he can come in here and start putting that pitch in that location, ain't nobody gonna touch him.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, this is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count. That alone could be beneficial to an offense.
And he is going to reach. It's a base hit.
A pretty good swing there. You'll watch. Head stays down, ball gets deep in the zone, and he lets those hands lead the way, and he drives it to right field. That's as good an approach as you're going to see.
Here's the third baseman, David Wright. Here's a high fastball that's fouled off to the right of the catcher here for strike 1. He's set, now the pitch. Now pitch swung on and missed as they get ahead of right now, 0-2.
Just overmatched him there.
Runners on first with one down. Here's Latos now on 0-2. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball in the dirt, and he can't quite dig it out. Trying to do a little too much out there, so that'll go into the books as an E2. Daryl Stansberry will stand in for the first time now, looking to keep that hot streak going as he's been hitting the ball well these past 6 ball games. That hits the outside corner. It's strike one.
And you know, all you have to do is point back to yesterday's ball game. This was part of their downfall, hitting with runners in scoring position. They just couldn't sustain any kind of offense. So this would be a big boost if he could turn the tide a little bit here and come through big.
Another 0-2 home, and this will be fouled away. Here's another 0-2. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Runner in scoring position is second with 2 down. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Well, not a bad idea up there against a guy who's been fouling everything off in sight. You never know. Maybe he goes after that one, too.
He'll try again, 1-2. And this is fouled back and out of play. Here he comes again, 1-2. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but foul. Now another 1-2. And he struck him out. A 10-pitch battle, but he finally wears him down as the inning is over. Mets lead 1. It's the Mets nothing. Marlins coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. A look there at the starting lineup for the host Marlins. They'll go to work against a guy once involved in a deadline deal for Carlos Beltran, the electric right-hander Zach Wheeler. And in the field, we see the Mets will line up this way. There's Everett Cabrera now, as he'll be the one to get things going in the home half of the first.
Everett Cabrera.
And a fastball's in there for strike one. Eric, our visitors as they take the field following a scoreless top half. Despite the loss last time out, they'd won 4 in a row, so they'd been on a nice little roll here.
After the loss last time out, that sets up a rubber match here in the finale, so I'm expecting this to be the best game of the 3.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. The 1-1 home to Cabrera. And this is going to be a foul ball. Here comes a 1-2. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Christian Yelich. We'll see if he can keep his hot bat going as he was 4 for 4 in the ball game yesterday afternoon. Now the first pitch. Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. Now the pitch. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
And this is going to be a foul ball. The 1-2 with 1 away. started to go. They'll look for the appeal down to third and ring him up, says the third base umpire. He's gone. And as you record strike 3 right there, he's now gotten to the odd number of 999 in his career. One away from the even number, a very solid 1,000. Oh, and he drives one into deep right center. And it's gone! He liked the first pitch he saw and deposits it over the wall. Solo shot to right center. Number 21 for him on the season as the Marlins will take a 1-0 lead.
Wow, after the first 2 hitters, this inning didn't look like it was going anywhere. But you talk to a lot of hitters, and they'll tell you if they come up with 2 outs and nobody on, that's where they get selfish and try to swing for the fences. And that's what he did right there and launched a solo shot with 2 outs.
Kyle Seager will stand in now, and his batting average currently good for 7th in the National League. Now here's the first pitch. Fouled straight back. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Here's the pitch. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. Solo home run here for Kyle Seager. Number 26 for him on the season. And the Marlins have taken a 2-0 lead.
He just can't throw that pitch right there. That swing tells a story right there. I mean, he got all of that one. Remember, he homered in yesterday's ball game too, so he's riding a pretty good hot streak these past couple of days.
Marcelo Zuna as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. The average for him at 267 on the year, 15 long balls and 43 RBIs. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Well, there's the location you want right there. If that ball gets hit, it's going to be on the ground.
Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way. Stansberry is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. Lucas Duda will lead things off here as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Boy, he was so far behind that first pitch that he over-adjusted and was so far ahead of this one.
And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Another 0-2 coming. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down.
Well, you know, Eric and I like to talk a lot about pitchers keeping hitters off balance at the plate. And this is an excellent illustration of what we're talking about. Now, we didn't like to be off balance at the plate, but this is what you get. He goes fast, then slow, fast, then slow. They never give him the same pitch or the same speed twice in a row. And that's how you keep a guy's timing all messed up.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1.
0 for 3 yesterday, 0 for 4 on Friday. You could use a good at-bat here.
Swing and a ball headed towards the hole. On to first, and a fine start to the inning here for Latos, 2 away. Robbie Grossman will get his first opportunity now. Drove in the other of the 2 runs in that game yesterday. swing and a broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. This is foul for the first strike.
That ball was so deep in his kitchen, that was the only thing he could do was foul it off, break his bat, and hope to get a better pitch on the next one.
There's a chopper fouled off to the left as the count moves to 0-2. Pitch on the way. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. The dangerous Giancarlo Stanton will get the first shot when we return. It's the Marlins 2 and the Mets nothing. And there now is Giancarlo Stanton. He'll start us out here in the home half of the second. Here it comes. And this is lifted in the air out to left. Grossman is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first out.
And this is what he's got to do out there. Just focus on the task ahead. It'd be easy to go into a shell after giving up those 2 home runs in the first inning, but he knows they're counting on him to give him a few more innings, so he'll need to respond.
Well, he had to be looking for something else to start the at-bat. It's 0-1. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
And he reaches out for one and may have chased it as this is skied into the air to straightaway center. There to pull it in, Lagares, and there are 2 away now.
This crowd oohs and ahs every time this guy hits a fly ball, but he didn't get all of that one, and it's pretty much a can of corn.
Gabriel Arnaz will get his first chance at it now. Didn't factor much into the win yesterday as he took an 0 for 4 in the ball game. Now a swing and a third straight fly ball here should get him out of the inning. 1-2-3. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Juan Lagares will stand in. He drove in one of the 2 runs in yesterday's ball game. Latos back to work as he gets ahead of the first man to greet him here. 0-1.
Straight paint at 94 miles an hour. Not a lot of movement there, but it's right on a dime.
Here's Latos now on 0-2. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Latos ready with another 0-2. He reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
Well, you know when you get 2 strikes on you, you go into that protection mode up there at the plate. Let's see where this pitch winds up. Oh, yeah. That thing's nowhere near the strike zone, and that's a good job of making a guy go fishing for something he didn't really want to hit.
Stepping in now, Zach Wheeler. As with 1 away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And that misses. 1-1. Now here it comes. Fouled toward the third base dugout, but this will get back into the seats, out of play. Tries to go the other way as this is in the air to left field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Dilson Herrera will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
2 out, nobody on. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
And I'll tell you, being in a 2-strike hole is not the spot you want to be in against a guy like this.
Too high. 1-2.
And now, as a hitter, 1-2, you've got to be thinking right center field. But take a little.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So they go quietly here in this half inning. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Marlins 2 and the Mets nothing. Here's the first offering. Swing and a liner towards second. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
Boy, and just when you think you're all set up with the pitcher leading off an inning, this happens. Just goes to show you, you take anyone for granted up there, they can come back and hurt you.
Everett Cabrera will dig in again. He grounded out to start the home first. Here's the first pitch to him. Oh, and he lays one down here, and this is going to be a tough play. And the pitcher, in fact, will just take a bite out of this one, an infield single.
You get flat out fly. I mean, once this thing got down, you figured if this is a fair ball, it's a base hit. That's almost too easy.
Christian Yelich will dig in here. Took a called third strike his first time. First pitch on the way. And that's cut on and missed, 0-1.
Now with 2 on, nobody out, you got to be thinking strikeout double play out there on the mound. One or the other is what you really need.
Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. He bounces this one toward the left side, and that's going to find the hole into left field. It's a base hit. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. David Rosario will get a shot here in a bases-loaded situation, and you'd have to say they've got the right man for the job up here.
Yeah, team leader in RBI. He's got a shot to push that lead out even further if he could come through here.
Out in front as he pulls this one down the line at first. They get the force at the plate. Relay to first is too late, so no double play, but no run scored.
Oh, and with the bases loaded, nobody out, you can bet he'd like to try that at bat again. Here's the ground ball that's fielded and sent straight home for the force at the plate. So now, another one of those could even get him out of this inning.
Kyle Seager dig in here with the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage.
He's been tough to deal with this year. He's second on the team in RBI, so this is a golden opportunity.
And here's the first pitch. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike one. It's going to take a lot of guile to work out of this one.
Well, he's got plenty in reserve. This would need to be a magic act, no doubt.
He's set, now the pitch. Slow curveball, like a balloon, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike two. First curveball of the day for him, and likely not the last.
No, he's got a good one. There's no doubt about that. He'll start it on the hip versus righties, and he'll backdoor it to lefties. Two different locations, but equally effective.
The next 0-2. And a good two-strike swing here as he's been fighting off some tough pitches, but the count will remain at 0-2. From the belt, the pitch. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate.
I'll say this. He wasn't going to get his arms extended on that one.
Big pitch here, 1-2. Started to go. They'll look for the appeal down to third and ring him up, says the third base umpire. He's gone. And there's a nice little milestone for him. Career punch-out number 1,000. Way to go.
Well, it may not seem like a big deal, but he's going to join a group of pitchers smaller than you might think. Only about 500 pitchers in the history of the game have recorded this strikeout milestone. So he's got to feel pretty proud he's now joined that group.
Here's Marcelo Zuna. Chopper, foul. From the stretch. Well, one good fastball deserves another as he jumps ahead 0-2 now.
Oh, it'd be a big letdown if they get nothing out of this. But they're a strike away from that coming true.
Here comes Wheeler's 0-2. Pitch swung on and popped up. And boy, the Mets are going to tightrope out of this. Owings is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. Marlins leave all three, but they're on top 2-0. Chris Owings will open the inning here for the Mets, with David Wright following on deck. And the fourth inning will open here with a ball hit on the ground to short. Throw to first in time, one gone here in the fourth. So one away here with the bases empty, and stepping in the all-star third baseman David Wright. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Boy, he has been a first strike machine. I can't remember too many guys that have even been ahead in the count.
Now here's the pitch. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. No runs, just one hit, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. On a hole now as he swings and misses at a pitch in the dirt, and it's 1-2 now. Here comes the 1-2. And this is hit sharply on the ground toward the hole. And the underhanded throw gets him for the out.
The right fielder, number 18,
Darryl Stansberry will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one. Now the pitch. Oh, and he's finding his groove out there now. It's 0-2. Boy, that changeup's had him eaten out of his hand.
Oh, and they've been falling all over themselves trying to get it. But you've just got to know that that's not going to be a strike. It looks like it is, but it isn't.
Latos ready with another 0-2. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this will land foul. Ready with another 0-2. Now a ball sprayed fouled into the seats near third. The pitch. Now a swing, and he pops him up right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. Giancarlo Stanton will lead things off here in the home half of the fourth. And not the greatest of starts to the at-bat as he reaches for one out of the zone for strike one.
And that's something that you won't see him doing a ton of. And that's go chasing after a first pitch that's not a strike. He usually has much better plate discipline.
Now here's the pitch. Oh, and it's not often you see a guy like that flail so badly up there, but that was a great pitch for out number one. Second baseman Robinson Cano will try it again. He flew out his first time. Now a swing and a fly ball hit fairly well out to deep center field. There to pull it in, Lagares, and there are two away now.
And it's got to be frustrating to be a power hitter like he is and play 81 games in a pitcher's park like this one. I mean, guys are motivated by numbers, and you just wonder what he could be doing in a ballpark that better suits his swing.
Gabriel Arnaz is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. To right field. Stansberry is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Miami down in order as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Lucas Duda will make his way towards the box to lead off the fifth. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Pitch on the way. Now a ball lined hard toward right center. Ozuna is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning. A look at our line score here through the first four, and as we've mentioned, just one hit for these guys this afternoon. Travis d'Arnaud will stand in. He grounded out his first time. First pitch coming. Watches a fastball right there for strike one.
And you would think that this heat would start affecting him sooner or later, but it hasn't so far.
A good pitch there on 0-1 as this is hit fouled over to the right side. Strike two now. Swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are two away. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Robbie Grossman will stride in again. He struck out swinging his first time. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
He's closing in on putting up yet another 0.
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Down in order go the Mets. They're still down. It's 2-0. Matt Latos will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the 5th. Now the first pitch. Hit hard towards the hole. And that'll get through into left, and you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than a leadoff single.
Well, you love your pitchers to be weapons at the plate. This is his second hit of the ballgame. The only problem is, on a hot day like this, sometimes you'd like him to just save his energy and get back in the dugout.
Everett Cabrera will dig in, 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Only played at first, so the sacrifice works that time.
Well, I think this is going to wind up working pretty much like a sacrifice, but I don't think that's what he had in mind. This wasn't a show early and make sure you get it down kind of a bunt. He was trying to beat that one out, but a good throw is going to take care of him.
Christian Yelich will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time and then a base hit last time around. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Has a look, now the pitch. Swinging a hard liner to center field. Lagares is there, 2 gone.
Nice. A good pitch there to record the out. You can see on the graphic, with 39 strikes, his ball-to-strike ratio is way out of whack. Just seems like guys are up there swinging at just about everything he's throwing.
David Rosario will try it again. He homered back in the first inning of this one. And he lays off there, 1-0. Here's the 1-0. And a pretty feeble effort that time as this is tapped in front of the mound. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Juan Lagares will come in now to start things out here in their half of the 6th as they look for a reversal of fortunes here. The first 5 innings have not been particularly kind to them.
Yeah, and I think that's putting it mildly. Just 1 hit in these first 5 innings. They're going to need to do a better job of finding good pitches to hit. But that fella on the mound has not made it easy on him, and that's for sure.
Here's Latos now on 0-2. Swing and a miss, and he's got that strikeout pitch working now. That's 3 in a row for him as there's 1 away.
If you're a fan of pitching, this has been the game for you. I mean, these 2 guys have both been exceptional so far. Just 2 runs allowed between both of them. And of course, makes the broadcasters awfully happy because this game has flown by.
Into the box now, Zach Wheeler. As he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1.
And right now, these guys just need something to break their way. A blooper, a bunt, a hit by pitch, something to get a base runner and give that guy something else to think about out there.
Now a swing and a fly ball. And he will make the play. 2 away now.
Boy, this guy's got him the lead back in the very first inning, and he hasn't looked back since. He's had everything go his way so far, and this inning's turning out to be no exception.
Dilson Herrera is in for the 3rd time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1. He continues to get ahead here. He's been in complete control.
I think you need to guard yourself from being overconfident, though. A bloop and a blast could still turn this game on its ear.
Now another 0-2. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
Tough pitch to lay off there with 2 strikes. I'm not sure if that was a good take or whether he just got fooled on a changeup and couldn't pull the trigger.
Here's the 2-2 offering. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. Mets go down 1-2-3. They're down 2-0. Kyle Seager will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. First pitch coming. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Well, he is definitely doing his part out there. You see his line so far. He's keeping his guys in the ball game. He's just not getting any help offensively.
Here's the pitch. Marcell Ozuna stands in as he swings and misses for strike 1.
And I wish more guys would pitch like this. I mean, look at that pitch count right there. That is really low for this stage of the game, and it's because he's throwing strikes and challenging guys.
Here comes Wheeler's 0-2. And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. Here comes another 0-2. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. The 0-2 once more. Boy, and here's a drive. Deep left field, and the long ball's going to bite him for the 3rd time today, and this one is gone. A home run. So with that home run, he's now just 2 shy of an even 100 for his career.
Well, 100 home runs is a nice round number, Matt, but not such a big number that he'll get too excited about it. I'm sure he'll get the ball, put it on his shelf, and move on.
Carlos Stanton now. Trouble averted here as this is tapped out in front of the mound. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Wow, he's been like a cat with 9 lives out there. Normally, when you give up 3 home runs, you're going to be in big trouble. But luckily, they've been solo homers, so kept them in the ballgame.
Robinson Cano will stand in again. He's blown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far. Swing, and he pulls the fastball high in the air toward deep right center. And he will get there as he had to cover a lot of ground to make that play, and that ends the inning. But the Marlins tack on 1 more courtesy of the solo home run. The 2-3-4 hitters now to start the 7th. It's 3-0 Miami. Welcome back to South Florida. It's on to the 7th inning with the Marlins on top, and it's a good time to check out our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Chris Owings will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Now a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball. 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
And that has been the comfort zone so far in this outing. He's just lived on that outside corner, and it's paid big dividends for him.
And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ballgame.
Boy, this has been a real nice series for him so far. That's 6 strikeouts right now in this series alone. Man, that's a rough weekend at the ballpark.
Here's the third baseman, David Wright. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1.
And if he's getting tired, it's not showing in his slider. That pitch is still as tight as it was in the second inning.
That ball's foul.
And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. And now a pitch on the way. And a good 0-2 pitch there, but Wright able to lay off to make it a ball and 2 strikes. One, 2. Just inside, not by much. It's 2-2.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
Now a swing as he shoots this one over to first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
And that slider's been an effective pitch for him, no doubt. As you take a look there, what his pitch breakdown looks like so far.
Darryl Stansberry is at the plate as he watches ball 1.
Well, you know, things have gone his way more often than not so far this afternoon, but he certainly didn't get any help on that one.
The 1-0 pitch. Big swing and a miss at the changeup, a ball and a strike.
Yeah, just really jumping out at that last pitch. He had him thinking fastball, maybe even slider.
And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. And this pitch is hit foul off to the left and out of play, so the count goes to 2-2 now. And he's got another one here. 12 punch-outs now in the ballgame, and that'll end the inning. Down in order go the Mets. Still down 3-0. Carlos Torres will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th. Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. Swing and a miss on a ball in the dirt, and it's strike 1.
Oh, and you cannot get caught making up your mind to swing before you even see where the pitch is going to be. I mean, I wasn't even close.
Stansberry is there, 1 away.
Well, that one looked like for all the world it was a sure single leading off the inning. It certainly hit hard enough, but evidently it was hit a little too hard as it winds up getting flagged down, and that's just a tough break.
Matt Lato will buy himself another at-bat, and in turn he'll get himself a nice little ovation for the work he's turned in on the mound so far.
He's been great. This is an appreciative crowd. They like what they've seen, and I don't blame them.
There to pull it in, Lagares, and there are 2 away now. Everett Cabrera will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch to him. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time, ball 1. 1-0 on the way. Out of play off to the right, it's 1-1. 1-1 pitch coming now to Cabrera. Oh, had a hanger that time, but missed it. 1-2. High strikes, probably not on the docket for places he wants to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's no secret. You've got to keep the ball down against a team like this. If you go up every once in a while with a fastball, you'll be fine. But You're not going to last too long if you make a habit of working up there.
Sorry to interrupt, but that's the third strike and the third out. Side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. They lead it 3-0. Lucas Duda will stand in to start out their half of the eighth with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
And he pumps the fastball by him here, 1-2 now.
Yeah, he probably won't have too big a dip in velocity the rest of the way. But the later this game goes, the more important it will be to watch where his location is. That's probably the bigger concern.
Travis d'Arnaud will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far. Now here's the first pitch. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Boy, it's one thing for a reliever to come in out of the pen and throw 100 miles an hour for 15 pitches or so. But he's right up there around the century mark now, and he's still throwing hard.
Now batting, left fielder, Robbie.
And you want to talk about being on top of your game? This is the first base runner that he's allowed since way back in the very first inning. He might not even remember what it's like to work out of the stretch.
Robbie Grossman will dig in. Strikeout victim his last time. Here's the first offering. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Comes set. Now the pitch. Now a broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. And he is in there. And now, oh, this ball's going to wind up out of play. And a big mistake there.
Well, this is going to prove to be a costly error because this becomes a dead ball situation. And that means that those runners automatically move up to second and third.
Here's Juan Lagares. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball one.
Kind of interesting to see how he's going to respond to this situation that he's worked himself into.
Yeah, he hasn't found himself in too many tough spots, but he's got one now.
Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Another guy retired there. You see his pitching line to this point. It's phenomenal. Just 2 hits, both of them are singles. He's hardly even been in trouble. Thorough domination.
Garen Cecchini will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. Pulls the string on that one, 1 strike. Bullpen working behind him, but you know this guy does not want to give up the baseball.
And he never does. I just don't think that's in his mentality.
He just ramps up and gears the fastball by him, 0-2.
There's not a whole lot of conviction in that swing. It was almost like an afterthought, like an emergency hat.
Takes something off, but it's 1-2 now. Here's the 1-2. And he's going to add to the total. 14 punch-outs now as that ends the inning. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Josh Edgen is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Josh Edgen.
Christian Yelich will dig in. He lined out hard in his last time around. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
Now here's the pitch. Here's a hard hit ball ripped down the first base line. This will get foul for strike 2. Now here it comes. And a bouncing ball, foul. Another 0-2 coming. And yet another foul ball here as this finds the seats and the count will remain at 0-2. Now the pitch. And they take him out of the zone here and he obliges. Not the greatest of swings there for the first out. David Rosario will try it again. He homered back in the first inning of this one. Now a swing and a high fly ball, and this one has some carry on it to deep right field. Stansberry is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone. A couple of good pitching performances by both clubs here. 3-0 our score as you get a look there at the inning-by-inning recap through the first 7 and change. Kyle Seager will step in, a ground-out victim his last time. First offering on the way. And now the bat shatters as this is on the ground to short. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Miami down in order, but they lead it 3-0. Dilson Herrera will stand in to start things off as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just 1 hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
And this is going to be fouled into the diamond level seats. Here's Latos now on 0-2. Tried to get him out front, but it's a ball 1-2.
Good changeup right there, down in the strike zone. Definitely the one they wanted to strike him out on, so that's a great job to lay off.
And he struck him out again. So that's the old sombrero there, partner. 4 strikeouts in the ballgame.
Can't ask for much more out of a starting pitcher. Working on a 2-hit shutout right now.
Chris Owings will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. I know we have a tendency in the media to get hung up on pitch counts, but this is a legitimate workload he's sweated through so far.
Yeah, anytime you get up around that 110 mark, he's put in a full shift, and he's fast approaching it here.
Now here's the pitch. Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes.
A classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
2 down here in the 9th.
Well, this has been a thoroughly dominating performance out there. Kept these guys guessing all game long, and he's just 1 out away now from picking up a well-deserved complete game shutout.
David Wright will stand in now as their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th.
Yeah, just one final hurdle here before he finishes off the shutout.
First pitch coming. And a ball 1-0.
And even though on the mound he's had his way with it, this is a dangerous customer, so don't get to thinking you're bulletproof out there.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Ready now on 1-1. And he misses 2-1.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. And that's taken for strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon. Payoff pitch coming. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Now this crowd right around 35,000 strong on their feet. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
Hey, you know what? That's all right. He gave him a pretty good battle up there, and he never gave in to him. A walk you can work around. A home run, you can't.
Darryl Stansberry is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
Yeah, and that fastball still got some life to it, even over 100 pitches.
A runner on first with 2 away. He's ready now. The pitch. Sliced down the left side, but foul. Pause, now the pitch. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here, and with that, this one is over.
Yeah, just 2 hits were all they could muster off of him. He was in complete control from the start of this game, and he finished it off in style, too.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. And guys, you can't win if you can't score, so there's probably not a whole lot of debate about who'll take home top player of the game honors in this one.
Yeah, definitely no debate as far as I'm concerned. He was really in complete control the whole way through. Only really got into trouble a few times, and he winds up with a complete game shutout.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The Marlins win it 3-0. So long from South Florida.
They left 4 runners on base. For the Mets, no runs and only 2 hits. No errors. They left 4 men on base. The winning pitcher is Matt Latos. His record is now 12-5. The loss goes to Zach Wheeler. He falls to 9-5. Time for the ball game. 2 hours and 36 minutes. Thanks for joining us this afternoon. And please drive home safely.